very interesting poster. Could you tell me a little more about what you did over the summer?
Okay, so during the summer, I worked with the student programmers to continue working on a web application that was being done previously by other students. So we were 10 interns where our main tasks were to fix issues in the application. So initially we just go to GitHub and find issues, and then we work it with our teammates, and then we also ask for clarity from our supervisors if we have some issues with it. So it's mostly about pair programming, and we fix a lot of issues in application, and at the end of the program, we were able to move the application to its production stage at the end of the program. So it was really an interesting thing, and I learned a lot from it.
Seems very interesting. What is one important technical skill that you gained from this internship?
Yeah, so before going into this internship, I had a lot of goals. One of the goals is for me to understand the software development cycle and how software is being developed and the technologies used both in the front end and the back end. And in the beginning, I did not even know the difference between front end and back end. But this internship actually helped me a lot to understand those technical terms. So one of the main things I learned is the model view controller, as you can see over here. It's the technology that it's used in building software applications. So the model view is just like, the model is just lay the platform like the blueprint of the application. And then the controller is the logic. We use Python to write those functions to control things in application. And the view is just the interface, which is the front end, where you can use like JavaScript, CSS in order to make it accessible for every user who visits the page. So mostly, those are the technical skills I learned, and this was my first time to also interact with a software application in terms of like navigating through a large code base, so like using a lot of Gits in order to like find issue and come to the code base in order to find where the issue is located in order to resolve the issue. And I also learned a lot about the technologies that were being used, that we use a lot of technologies, and I got a lot of experience in Python, Flask, with the framework Flask, and then GitHub and Ginger, my first time ever to interact with Ginger, which I got to know that is an extension of HTML where you can write, you can set Python conditions in it to display text on the website. And I also learned about jQuery with JavaScript, where my teammates, we work on issue where we have to use it in order to implement whatever we wanted to do in the application to solve the issue. So it was really technical, and my first time to interact with something like this, I really learned a lot from it.
Yeah, you seem to have learned a lot of technical skills. What is one non-technical skill that you gained?
That is great. That's a good question. So actually, before the start of this internship, I'm very nervous. I'm not able to speak in public. So, but then during this program, every morning before we start with everything with our teammates, we were working in team pair programming. So we discussed something we call DDS, which is what we did, what we're about to do, and then what's the issues that we are having difficulty in resolving them. And so every morning we have to like share that information with other groups, where they'll be able to tell us some of the recommendations of how to implement what we want to do. And so sharing that in among like 13 people every morning, giving them confidence to speak, like I'm able to like speak out and also explain my thought process to my other teammates and the other interns that we were working with. So and my communication skills also improved a lot, and I was able to pair up with people in teamwork. So I'm able to like listen to other views from my teammates and understand what a person is trying to discuss and accept it, or tell him what I think needs to be done. So teamwork was really one of the things I learned, and my communication skills also improved. So that was one of the non-technical skills that I learned from this program.
I'm pretty sure you guys worked on a lot of things, but what is one accomplishment you are most proud of?
Yeah, so I remember very well one of my teammates were working on this issue, which is about when a user click on a text field, it should highlight the text field, the borders, and then we have a button that is actually like edit. So when a user clicks on the text field, we want the button to change to save, to prompt the user that, oh, you've changed something, so you need to save it. And we're able to send it to development. It was merged into, and now it's being used in application. So those are the things that I'm really proud of, because I contribute to it, and it's something that is going to be used by the admins. And also I'm really proud because right now I gain an understanding of model view control and what the front end and back end means in software engineering. And now it also helped me to also know the kind of field in software engineering I would like to go into in the future. So I think these experiences have really helped me a lot to decide on kind of my career path. So it's really great to have this experience with hardworking other interns and my other faculty sponsors.